And the deadline is January 27th. So please get signed up ahead of time and don't wait till the last minute if at all possible. Back to our guest this morning, Jason Duchon. Jason has a role that he plays helping and working with Lancaster Parks and Recreation. He is chairman of the Lancaster Disc Golf Association. Alliance. Okay, Lancaster Disc Golf Alliance. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Morning. Thank you.
And
Thank you very much for having me.
I guess for the residents that don't know, Lancaster, we have two disc golf courses in the city or in the parks at this point. Let's go back a little bit of the history first. When's the first, Keller Kern would be the first course that went in, correct?
Correct. That went in starting construction in 2004.
2004, and opened in 2004 or 5?
It was a construction open that people were able to play in 2005. Really had its major opening in late 2005, where it had most people participating. Yes.
And another talent of yours, and is the designing of that course. You designed that course or helped design that course?
No, that's incorrect. I'm actually, I started coming down to Lancaster to play the course after it was installed.
Okay.
There were a few local gentlemen that helped put that in, spearheaded by Mike LaDroga, who now lives in the Northeast. And let's see, that would be Chuck Custer and
Name
it's
okay.
slipped my head. I'll think of it in a second.
That's all right. Members for the Disc Golf Alliance, how many do you presently have?
So we every year we have approximately 60 to 80 renewing members. Renew every year, and we have elections every year. We just had our elections, which I was elected chairman again, and our new vice chairman would be Adam Ankrum. Secretary is Nick Hood. Treasurer is Jim Maurer, and we have Trent Mason as our membership coordinator, and all of them all of these gentlemen are upstanding members of Lancaster City.
Great bunch of guys, been around them before, and just outstanding group, and so giving back to the community. Keller Kern, the time that you guys have spent up there in I don't know, in recent years, what's the advantage? I know what tell the folks out there what the advantage of having a disc golf course in a public park. What's the advantage for us as a park system?
Okay. Really, overall, I'd like to kind of start with a little bit of history. So disc golf started in the early 70s out on the West Coast. And it is played traditionally a lot like ball golf. You have a tee, you have a par per hole. The only difference is you're not rolling across the ground. You're into a hole. You're throwing it into a cage, what's called a pole hole. So it is a pole in the ground with a basket and some chains. And the object is to hit the chains and have the disc come to rest in the basket.
Is it just a Frisbee?
No. Actually, some people go out with Frisbees, and that's okay. But they, over the years, from the mid-'70s, discs have gone from these really big Frisbee lids, as they used to be called, now down to a smaller diameter, more aerodynamic and sharp. It'd probably hurt if you got hit by one. They're a lot heavier and they're a lot faster and aerodynamic. But back to your original question, the benefit would be when we go out and we run a lot of tournaments and we give back to the community with a lot of these things we do, but we have kids anywhere from, I would say, competition level, 11 years old, all the way up to, we had a 70-year-old man playing in a tournament in February with us this year.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's your whole family. That's three generations plus. And so if you go to Dick's here locally or a few other places that have discs for sale, you can purchase one anywhere from $8 to $20 depending on the plastic type and durability. And go to any one of the courses around Lancaster or Central Ohio or elsewhere and play for free. Play all day long, have a picnic with your family.
You have to be a competitor to play the sport?
No, you don't.
Anyone plays?
Correct. But a lot of people find their their hiking passion when they're out throwing disc golf.
Exactly. That's where I was hoping you'd lead
Yes,
to.
oh, absolutely. 'Cause
What's the connection?
well, with me, I grew up in, playing in the woods, catching frogs, and just loving to be in the forest. And when I was introduced to disc golf in 1990, I took to it immediately because it's not a lot of open, wide, manicured fairways. You're actually more intimate with nature, and it's more of a hiking game. And you don't fling a little piece of plastic frisbee. You actually get behind it and roar, and you can like really pull and crank it, and it's a good release of competition, but also a little bit of aggression, and but at the same time you're enjoying nature and learning a little bit too. I've been introducing a few different subjects on the nature side to a lot of our guys, and they're really taking to it. So been a really great thing.
And the other thing we've seen from the park side is participation as far as number of people utilizing a particular park. As of Keller Kern, what they call Flat Rocks is the course up there, and picking up trash and picking up litter and being involved in that park. And what a great asset for us to have that disc golf course there and your association, the Disc Golf Alliance there, because it's truly a help to us. Let's step forward just a little bit farther, and the new course that you guys started a year ago, 2 years ago?
Actually, it was brought to our attention and the realm of possibility, I should say, by Steve Gayfield probably 3.5 years ago.
Wow.
And it's just taken some time to get some things to progress, and that's with any good course, that's normal. However, to reflect on the point you just made about our club, this is our 10th year of existence, and over the years, we have really grown a great reputation with a lot of the professionals in the sport. We're known in many different states, the Lancaster Disc Golf Alliance, and we have a frosted flat rocks tournament every year where we try to give back and give to needy families, or in the past it's been Maywood Mission or foundation dinners. This past year we had, I think it was $900 cash that we raised for foundation dinners and 250 pounds of non-perishable canned foods. So I took a picture of myself and Jim Maurer in the kitchen of foundation dinners presenting the check. Well, posting that on Facebook on our page got over 3,300 views.
Oh, that's incredible.
So
you have a following.
We do,
That's awesome.
and it's because of our guys, and it's because of the city of Lancaster and the nobility that we all try to stand for as stewards of the woods, but also as competition. But back to Eagle's Nest, the Eagle's
Which
Nest
is in
Disc Golf
Alley
Course.
Park.
It is, yes, the
south
south end of
Yep.
the quarry side of Alley Park.
Correct.
Which was used for mainly hiking in the past, I believe, and a lot of it unused. But the terrain that we had been given, we really did our due diligence working together and created a committee. And we've had some great feedback. It's still in the construction stage, however you can go out and play it. But this is going to be a jewel for the city of Lancaster. There's a lot of people that I've seen from West Virginia that have come up to play. World champions have come to play and to see it and enjoyed it and said that we have done a great job. So we're looking to make this a premier disc golf course. With my understanding, Flat Rocks, Keller Kern Park,
Exactly.
had a restriction of no permanent structures. So when you play disc golf and you want to be competitive and be an elite course, concrete tee pads are fundamentally what everybody goes to. We weren't able to do that at Keller Kern in the past, but we're hoping that we're able to install all these things to be a championship caliber course at Eagle's Nest or Alley.
In the degree of difficulty at Keller Kern, I think in conversations we've had in the past, it's actually ranked in the state as far as degree of difficulty in a certain class. Is it in the top 20?
Yes, actually, that's great. You remember that. We are in Ohio. I believe we are up to close to 150 courses in Ohio. Now it may seem like, well, why do we need another one? Well, it's because it's community specific, and with this course, Flat Rocks, at Keller Kern. I think it's ranked like 24 or 25 in the state. So that's pretty darn good out of
And the
150.
hopes that Eagle Nest at Alley Park will be a much higher degree of difficulty course when completed. It is now, because it's playable now.
Absolutely.
But, once we get some more people on it, and it probably, as far as degree of difficulty, maybe top 10 in the state.
That's what we're shooting for. Yes, there's some really, there's some really good courses out there, and so it'd be it's kind of hard to topple favorites of the state. However, we look to join the ranks, and
Awesome.
right now if you look at Keller Kern, the Flat Rocks course, it's probably, I would gauge it as hard, medium to hard. Eagle's Nest is harder in that it is more technical. You have to be able to fly your disc a heck of a lot more precisely and land it in certain places. It takes a lot more.
And for Lancaster and the Parks and Rec Department, futuristic, we're looking at putting in possibly another 9-hole course at another park here in the future, near future. And the degree of difficulty for that one, we want it to be much easier, something that Grandpa and one of the grandkids can go out and fling some discs and enjoy that on a much much flatter surface, I should say. But yeah, there's hopes that we can add yet another course, another 9-hole course coming up in the near future for us. Real quick, we got about a minute left. What's the future for you guys?
Well, actually, we have, with any group, you go through growing pains, and where we are now is very strong. We have a very strong group of core members. So our future is promotion of the sport, integrity, and responsibility in the land. We absolutely pick up trash. If you look at discgolfcoursedesign.com, you'll find that there are many references to how much trash is not on the course. So that's one of our main goals.
All right. Well, about 10 seconds left. I guess we'll wrap it up. Remember, reservations for the shelters starts next Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. This is Mike Tharp, Superintendent, Lancaster Parks and Recreation, with Jason Duchon.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here, and have a great weekend, a great new year, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
Holy crap, that went fast.
It flies.
Man.
Yep.
Wow.
It's
Decent?
Oh, God, yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
No problems at all.
Cool.